Imagine the scene, there's a girl who just turned 16. She's sitting on the edge of her mama's hospital bed. The ward is crowded, which also describes the thoughts in her head. A radio news report is replaying in her mind about hospital staff who steal medical supplies to sell them on to private pharmacists. She thinks they might as well have come and slit her mother's wrists. It would have been quicker than the pain of weeks spent watching her slowly slipping away from lack of treatment. Just then her thoughts are interrupted by a heart-wrenching sound as wailing erupts a few beds down from where she's sitting. Somebody's soul just left its body for heaven. It's 11:15, says the watch on the wall. A doctor's walking through the room, oblivious to it all. His eyes are fixed on the screen of his new smartphone, writing a message that says, after work, meet me at home and bring the full amount that we agreed. These antibiotics are in short supply, I gave you a good deal. The girl's mother, through barely open eyes, sees him as a hazy figure in white passing by. She sighs and even tries to smile, thinking an angel has descended from up on high. Says to herself, my suffering will soon be over and I'll be set free. All those prayers weren't in vain, I knew the Lord would hear me. Hear me. Who's listening? They're kneeling at the wishing well, hear them whispering. They see the future shining bright, see it glistening. For better or worse, another man's dream is another man's curse. Hey Mr. Minister, close your eyes. Imagine all the babies born today, tune into their cries. Does it fill you with excitement, knowing all these little ones have got the potential to be the nation's brightest citizens? Now open your eyes, pick up your pen again. Dedicate the work that you're doing all to them. Cause we don't wanna have to burn tires in the streets to get attention when it seems you're too tired to hear us speak. Or did you go deaf? You don't hear the wind of labored breath from all the people that are using up their strength just to make sure that they make it from one day to the next. Is it possible the ears of a state president only function when it's time for the public to elect? Yet when his actions insulted our intellect, the answer to our protests come in the form of police bullets that leave countless people forever silent. But most of us are just as guilty as those we blame, secretly passing banknotes so we don't have to sign our name on any official receipt just to get out of taking the heat for an illegal activity. When there's two voices in your heart having a debate, one says share, the other says take the whole plate. I wonder which of them you'll listen to clearly when they're both asking you, can you hear me? Well, can you hear me? Hear me. Who's listening? They're kneeling at the wishing well and they're whispering. They see the future shining bright, see it glistening. For better or worse, another man's dream is another man's curse. But who's listening? They're kneeling at the wishing well and they're whispering. They see the future shining bright, see it glistening. For better or worse, another man's dream is another man's curse. Who's listening? They're kneeling at the wishing well and they're whispering. They see the future shining bright, see it glistening. Better or worse, another man's dream is another man's curse. I said, who's listening?